Hey everybody, I just got out of the Russo brothers panel here at San Diego Comic-Con, and while it was light on news, at least when it comes to the Marvel stuff, they did announce that they're producing movies of Battle of the Planets, that old cartoon, and then Grimjack, the old classic comic book. So that's new stuff, and they kind of talked about their Magic the Gathering plans that have already been announced. The panel was kind of a disappointment if you were waiting for any sort of like big Marvel scoops or anything like that. But the highlight, though, was just fun, goofy stuff where they went to take pre-recorded fan questions, and it turned out those fans were some of the Avengers cast. And so specifically, it was Robert Downey Jr., it was Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, and Paul Rudd. And it was fun because, you know, most of it wasn't particularly substantial, but Chris Evans did ask them, you know, what was their most stressful shoot and their least stressful shoots. And then he did ask, basically, what did Captain America do the minute he had his dance with Peggy? Now, they didn't really give serious answers for that. They said Joe said he probably went to the bathroom because, you know, he was going back and putting all those Infinity Stones back to where they came from. So he was holding it for a while there in this quantum suit. But Anthony said that, well, he probably went and made a baby with Peggy. So basically, that was their answer to what was a rather serious question from Evans. Paul Rudd just kind of asked him, you know, who is the sexiest Chris, that kind of thing. And then Robert Downey Jr. Asked, basically, if they could encapsulate Tony's arc from the time he says, I am Iron Man at the end of Iron Man 1, and I am Iron Man at the end of Endgame. And they just basically boiled it down to a very kind of thoughtful nutshell of like, this was a guy who was a selfish guy in Iron Man 1. Everything was about him. To that guy at the end who did the most selfless thing, which was to sacrifice his own life to stop the bad guys and save everybody. And they said that the key to Tony's arc, to getting to that point, was when he had a daughter. And that he fully realized at that point how much others had to come first. And so that was a thoughtful kind of response to Downey's question. But overall, the Russos brothers panel, while it was fun and they were kind of joking about Secret Wars and stuff like that, if you were expecting like big Marvel news out of that panel, it was a disappointment in that regard. But it was fun to see them talk about their upcoming projects. Cherry, which is a drama that's going to star Tom Holland, and they plugged their some other movies in from their production company, including 21 Bridges. The new trailer for that is out today. So overall, it was a fun panel, but it wasn't a terribly substantial panel. But that's what happened at the Russo brothers panel. For more things on Comic-Con, keep it here on IGN.